Hello students, today we are proceeding with another topic which is called thyroxine and antithyroid compounds. Now the first part of this title, that is thyroxine. Thyroxine is a hormone which is secreted by thyroid gland. This gland is present in the anterior part of neck, or you can say at the base of the throat or in the upper portion of trachea. It is a flat structure which is shield shaped and weighs around 20 gram and is attached to larynx and trachea by fibrous tissues. The gland is highly profused. When we talk any organ highly profused, it means having more amount of blood supply. This gland, that is thyroid gland, it produces, stores and secretes the thyroid hormones. There are 4 hormones which are secreted by this gland. All are iodinated thyronines and they are called as diiodothyronine, triiodothyronine, tetraiodothyronine or T4 and reverse triiodothyronine. Now when you focus on the name of all these hormones, you will find that iodine is essential for or essential part of these hormones. And we get this iodine from table salt, or those people who take what you can say non-vegetarian diet or who take seafood, then that is another source of iodine for them. You might be knowing that the salt or table salt which is available in the market, all are compulsorily has to be iodinated, or they must contain potassium iodide. It is mandatory to avoid the deficiency of iodine for production of these hormones. Now this hormone or these hormones are secreted, or you can say they are formed in this gland by taking up iodine from the blood through an active process which is called as iodine tapping, and this process is stimulated by thyroid stimulating hormone, or you can say thyrotropin. Now this iodine iodinates an amino acid called tyrosine, and this union results in production of mono and diiodothyronines. So first step is taking off of iodine from the blood. Then second step is iodination of tyrosine, that is amino acid, and then coupling of, you can say, 2 molecules of mono and diiodothyronine, that is 1 molecule of diiodothyronine and 2 molecules of monoiodothyronine, that results in the formation of T3, and coupling of 2 molecules of diiodothyronines forms T4 or thyroxine. After production, these hormones are stored in the gland in bound form, that is, they are not present in free form, and they are bound with a protein called globulin, and which is collectively called as thyroglobulin. Whenever there is deficiency of iodine in anybody's body, it results in compensatory increase in the size of thyroid gland. What happens if suppose there is a deficiency of iodine in some individual? Now whenever there will be deficiency of iodine, thyroid hormones will not be formed, right? But body continuously needs these hormones for number of biological functions. So continuously a message from blood will go to thyroid gland that produce these hormones or secrete these hormones. But since iodine is absent, this gland tries its level best to form the hormones, but it is unable to form the hormones because there is no iodine, and in this fruitless attempt this gland gets swelled or inflamed, and we call it as goiter or galgand in Marathi. In blood, these hormones are usually bound to the protein called albumin. Now we will go through the physiological role of thyroid hormones, or you can say biological role of thyroid hormones, or why they are essential. Now n number of functions are performed by these hormones. We will just go through some of the important functions. Say for example, thyroid hormones stimulates oxygen consumption and heat production in all tissues except the brain, spleen and gonads. That is, they regulate your basic metabolic rate. You call it as BMR or basal metabolic rate. Then they are essential for myelination of nerves in CNS. We all know that myelin sheath is a protective layer around the nerves. So it is formed in presence of thyroid hormones. Then it stimulates the rate as well as force of contraction of myocardium. Then these hormones increases rate of glucose absorption from the gut and metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Then it increases the rate of cholesterol synthesis in liver. Then again it has a role in HCl secretion in stomach. It helps in water and electrolyte balance of our body, and then it helps in maintaining skin texture. Some people have rough skin, some people have soft skin, some people have wrinkled skin and so on. So this texture is maintained by thyroid hormones. Now whenever there will be deficiency of thyroid hormones or its secretion, naturally it will have an impact on basal metabolic rate, and this rate will be less than 55% of normal, resulting in the, what you can say, impairment of growth and development. That means growth and development will be hampered, you can say. If thyroid hormones are absent in uterus, that is intrauterine thyroid deficiency, it leads to cretinism. It is a name of a disease in which mentally retarded children are found. So if during pregnancy thyroid deficiency occurs, then there are chances that the fetus may suffer from cretinism. Then if after birth there will be deficiency of these hormones, then physical growth is hampered, or there will be a retardation of physical growth. You can say a delay in bone maturation. Now if this gland is hyperactive, that is, it means if it is acting more than the normal, or if it is functioning at higher level than the normal, then BMR shoots up, basic metabolic rate increases, you can say, up to 160% of normal, and resulting in tissue tachycardia, nervousness, and this condition is called as hypothyroidism or thyrotoxicosis or Graves' disease. So friends, thyroid deficiency leads to hypothyroidism and certain diseases like cretinism. Then you can say myxedema. Myxedema occurs in adults, cretinism occurs in children, and another condition which occurs because of thyroid deficiency is goiter. But if the gland is hyperactive, then it can lead to hyperthyroidism, and you can say Graves' disease can occur. Now on your screen there is a structure of thyroxine or T4, that is tetraiodothyronine, you can say. When you observe the structure, you will find there are 4 iodine molecules, and the basic structure, that is the structure which contains carboxylic acid functional group and NH2, that is a portion of tyrosine. Now when you focus on the structure, you will find that there are 2 aromatic rings. Both the rings are connected to each other by oxygen, and another hydroxy group is present on the second phenyl ring at para position, and it contains the functional group COOH and NH2, which are normally present in amino acid. Now, the chemical name of this molecule, except iodine, rest complete molecule is referred as thyrronine. So just you have to number the phenyl rings or benzene rings and find the position of substituents. So you will find the substituent molecule is only iodine, and it is present at position 3, position 5, position 3 dash and 5 dash. Rest everything is included under the name thyrronine. So the complete name of this molecule is 3, 5, 3 dash, 5 dash tetraiodothyronine. That is the absolute or the best name. Then with regard to properties, they are displayed on your screen, that is white to pale yellowish, odorless, tasteless, hygroscopic, amorphous or crystalline powder, slightly soluble in water, alcohol, soluble in solutions of alkali hydroxide, that is NaOH or potassium hydroxide or so on, and carbonates, that is ammonium carbonate, sodium carbonate, insoluble in acetone, chloroform, ether, and it is affected by light, that is it has to be stored under or in a container which is light resistant, and you must protect it from light. Now, when the people have thyroid deficiency, then thyroxine is generally given, and there are various marketed preparation like Thyronorm, or you can say Iltroxine, Oroxine, Thyroxinol, Thyroglandin, etc. And therapeutic uses of this thyroxine in the market is as substituent therapy in cretinism and hypothyroidism, and in treatment of goiter, or you can say thyroid cancer.